Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Okay, y'all, let's get this right. So, a husband leaves his wife for his stepdaughter, and the stepdaughter is only 16 years old. Actually, she's 15, but she about to turn 16 next Monday. Okay. Before we go any further, yes, you heard right. A husband is leaving his wife for his stepdaughter. That's crazy. For, let me know in the comment section, what is the age of consent in your state? Unfortunately, in Michigan, it's 16. And this happened here in Michigan. So you got this 15-year-old that's about to be 16, which is going to be able to consent to being with a grown man, right? Now, I tell y'all all the time, y'all can reach out to me. Y'all can tell me some of y'all wild stories. Y'all can actually come on the network and tell the stories for your own. But for the ones that don't want to show their face or their voice be out there, I'm telling the story, and I'm telling this story because I've been given permission to tell the story. So you got this 45-year-old man, right? And his wife, she didn't tell me her age, but she said that she's hovering around 41 to 44 years old. And she has a 15-year-old daughter, right? So she says she been with this man for 4 years now. So he basically been in this girl in a teen life for at least 1/3 of her life, right? So she say, he don't do anything. He just stay at home and he just play the game all day and smoke weed, and that's her fault. Hey, it is what it is. She picked him, she married him, she knew what he was about. It is what it is. Anyway, so she said that she is a nurse and that's all she do is work, 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 work. She been footing the bill since they been together. Now, she said when they first met or whatever, so they from Detroit. Well, she said when they first met, he was in the shop, he was in GM, and he was making some money. But she said as soon as it seemed like they got married, so she said they was dating for about 5 months, and then they just said, forget it, let's just tie the knot. We ain't getting no younger. And so she said like a week later, he just started coming up with excuses of not to go to work. Talking about his head hurt, he tired, and all this and that, right? So she said he just stopped going to work, and the bills have to be paid, and she had to pay them. So she said that she noticed when she got on third shift, he's supposed to be in the bed. His normal sleep schedule will be he be in the bed around midnight. You know what I mean? But she said that when she leave the house at 11 to do her shift, 11 to 7, he's up like wide awoke, and their teenage daughter is wide awoke, and she was just noticing like little things where he would be like extra touchy on the daughter, and the daughter be giggling and stuff like that. But she said at first she was thinking like, well, maybe that's just that relationship they got, because at first when he started coming around, the daughter rebelled. She was like, that ain't my daddy, and being rude and disrespectful, whatever the case is. But she said out of nowhere, they just became real tight and super close or whatever. So she said, she called him one time around 2:00 in the morning. And when he answered the phone, the girl was in the background, but she heard other female voices, which sounded like the girlfriend. And she like, this summertime, y'all, this summertime. So she like, what is she doing up? What y'all doing? No, he like, oh, no, she just invited some of her friends over, and they just in the living room chilling, talking. So she like, well, why are you there? Our room is upstairs. Why you down there with them? He like, I mean, I just see what they was doing. It ain't like, why you tripping for? So she said she let that go. I want to put a pause in there real quick, y'all. Now, I'm not saying every man is like this, But y'all gonna have to. I know I'm finna put some cats on Front Street, but right is right and wrong is wrong. No man should not be around a whole bunch of teenage girls at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? If you matter of fact, you supposed to be sleep. You shouldn't. I ain't talking about all men is like that, but there's a lot of creepy cats out here that just like being around kids for whatever creepy reason. Now I ain't saying not all, but a lot of you creepy men do that. So I'm just letting the mothers and also fathers that don't get out like that know that. Okay. So anyway, so she said, that'll happen, and it's incidents where she'd come home and he laying on the couch downstairs and she laying on the other couch when they both got their own bedroom. And so she like, man, something ain't right. So like two weeks ago passed, right? And she said that, she she said she had to work on this schedule, but she didn't, right? She went upstairs and she put a camera in her bedroom. Now she said that when she left or whatever, she went to her sister's house and she didn't tell her sister what was going on. This is the mama talking. So she said that so the husband was in there, and what she seen on the camera was the daughter. I guess she just got out the shower and she came in the room, but she had a towel on, and he was like, "Girl, don't be coming here like that." And then she said she couldn't hear what the daughter said, but then the daughter left out. And then like a minute later, the husband got out, and she said she thought, I don't know, this is what she said. She said she thought she heard them fooling around. But she said she really couldn't tell. She thought maybe it was the TV or something, but she couldn't see nothing because he left out. So she said, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Maybe I'm just hearing stuff, right? So she said that a couple days ago by after that, there was no incidents. And then she said one day, the daughter ended up texting her something. And this is what the text message said. Text message went, "Hey, I really think that we need to stop doing this before I get pregnant." And then when the daughter realized that she texted that to her mama, she was like, "LOL, I was just playing, got you, prank." So the mama was like, nah, something ain't, no, that wasn't no joke. It is exactly what it seemed like. She done text some boy thinking she done text me, but she thinking she text some boy or whatever, and she just got caught. So she said she came to her daughter and was like, "Hey, are you active?" And she was like, "No." Then she was like, "Are you sure you sure? Because, if you are, we need to get you on birth control because, I want to make sure that, you don't get pregnant." So the girl like, "No, I'm not messing around with nobody." Oh boy, y'all. I wish that was the case, but it wasn't. So she said 2 days later, right? She just felt this intuition, like something just ain't right. Something ain't right. So she said that her husband was real distant that day, and the daughter was too. But then when they got around each other, it's like the daughter would catch attitudes for nothing. Like say if all three of them was in the kitchen, and the daddy with the stepdad would tell her to do something, she'd be like, "I ain't gotta," being real sassy and attitude-ish. And, the mama like, this haven't happened in a long time. Like, why is she regressing? Like, what the heck? But she said it just felt like it was off, like they was, you know what I'm saying? Like two couples into it or whatever. So she said it just wasn't sitting right in her spirit about this. So she said she was going to call off of work or whatever, but she said, no, I got to get that money. So she said that she ended up going to work, whatever the case, and she said it was maybe about 4 o'clock in the morning. So she called her husband to see was he up. He ain't answering. And she called her daughter to see is she up. She ain't answering, right? So she like, okay, but something just ain't right. So she said it was just like a heavy feeling that came over on her. And she just said, yo, I gotta go. She talked to her supervisor and was like, yo, something ain't right. I gotta go home. So the supervisor was like, all right, go ahead. So she said she leave and she go, right? She pull up to the house, cut the lights off. Actually cut the lights off down the street. So when she pull in the driveway, the house don't get illuminated with the lights. So she said she cut the lights off. She got out the car and she came in the house. She said what her ears heard was was confirmation of what she suspected. She said she heard her daughter say, I ain't had my period in a month now, and I don't, I can't do this. And he was like, well, I ain't got no money. I could try to get it from your mama. So she thinking that this girl done got pregnant by some boy out there in the street. But hold on, y'all, hold on. I got y'all. Hold on, chill out. Wait, before I go on, I need for y'all to hit the like button for me right quick. Hit the like button. So, and share the video. So she said he was like, listen, I ain't got no money. I don't know what we gonna do about this. And he was like, we gonna have to tell your mama, but you just gonna have to tell her that it ain't me. You gonna have to. And the mama like, huh? Ain't me? Like what? What the heck? What you mean? That ain't me. So she creeping up the stairs, and he like, listen, if you do have to have a baby, we just gon' we gonna take care of it. We gon' but you can't say nothing, right? She like, I don't want to be pregnant. I don't want to have no baby. He like, man, listen, I don't got no money. I mean, I can try to get it out of your mama purse or whatever when she cries or check or something, but I ain't got the money to get no abortion. So you just gonna have to say one of your little friends did, got you pregnant or whatever. But cause if I do this, if you tell somebody, I could possibly go to jail. And she was like, no, I don't want you to go to jail. He like, well, okay, I'm gonna figure something out, right? So the mama says she just walked right in. She's like, so you effing my daughter? You effing my daughter? He's like, oh no, that ain't that ain't it. So the daughter that's sitting there looking crazy. So she said like, so you effing my daughter? And he like, no, she was talking about, she was like, listen, I heard everything. Matter of fact, get out. Get out. Get out my house right now. Get out. So he like, no, what you talking about? Get out. What you mean get out? She said, dude, get your trifling out my house and you stay right there. So she said, you know what? Hold up. How long has this been going on? How long you been for my daughter? He like, oh no, man, I ain't touch your daughter, man. You misheard what we were talking about. You know her boyfriend got her. Dude, she ain't even got no boyfriend. So they just going back and forth. So she says, you know what? I'm gonna tell you again, man. Just leave or I'm gonna call the police. So he like, you gonna call the police on me for real? For real, you gonna call the police? I'm your husband. I'm your husband. I told you ain't nothing going on. She like, just leave. Just leave before I call the police. And he like, all right, say less. I'm gone, but that's messed up. That's foul, man. That's messed up. So she leave out. He leave out the room and I guess he grabs some clothes, whatever. He get to walking because he ain't got no car, right? So the mama's sitting there and she looking at the daughter. She like, what happened? Like, did he coerce you? Did he force himself onto you? Like, what happened? What talk to me? So the daughter just sitting there, she like, I don't want to talk about it. So she like, no, you're going to talk about it. So she like, the daughter like, I told you I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone. So she said, the mama that's telling me this, she just got real angry. Like, what you mean don't tell you, like, get out your room and you don't want to talk about, no, we're going to talk about this because I the one got to be financially, reliable for this. What's going on? So we're going to talk about it. So she said, did he force himself onto you? What, like, what's going on? So she like, no, I don't know, ma. I don't know. One time you was gone and we was drinking, and she said, what? Y'all was drinking? Yeah, he gave me some alcohol, and we just ended up doing it. So she was like, the mom was like, so he got you drunk and he took advantage of you? She like, mama, I don't know. I just don't want to be pregnant. I don't want to be pregnant, ma. So she like, the mama like, you know what? I can't deal with this right now. I cannot. And remember, y'all, it's probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning at this time. She like, you know what? This is too much for me. I can't. I can't. I'm gonna deal with this in the morning. I can't. So she says she go to her bedroom and she lay down. Now he calling. He just keep calling. So she cut the phone off, right? So she says like 10 o'clock in the morning. So she says she wake up and she just laying there like, I can't believe this. So she go to her daughter room. Her daughter just laying there, texting somebody. So she was like, "You texting him?" She was like, "No, I'm just texting my friend." She was like, "Listen, you need to tell me what's going on. Like, so did he force you to do anything?" She like, "No, ma, I just told you we was drinking and we just ended up doing it and we just kept doing it. I don't know, ma." She was like, "Did you want to do it or whatever?" She was like, "I don't know, ma. I don't know." So she said, "You know what? I ain't gonna be able to deal with this. You need to pack some stuff up, or you going to go stay with your grandma until we get this stuff sorted out." So the girl got up, started packing her stuff, and so she took it to grandma's house, to her mama house, and she told her like, "Listen, I ain't gonna tell your granny what's going on, so we'll just keep that between us. Do you want this baby?" And she was like, "No, I don't want this baby." And she was like, "Okay, so just let me get my thoughts together and this and that." So she said so when she left there, she finally unblocked the dude. And I know a lot of y'all probably wondering by now, like, why didn't she call the police yet? We gonna get to that. Hold on. So now she finally unblocked dude and she called him. He like, "Baby, listen, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I don't know." She said, "You know what? Listen, I'm just gonna let you know right now. We getting a divorce, and you just stay away from me and my daughter." He like, "No, listen, I just want to explain." She said, "What do you want to explain? There's nothing to explain. You got my daughter pregnant. You got my 15-year-old daughter pregnant. What is it else to explain?" He like, "No, listen, baby, listen, just don't call the police, man, because you know what they do to people like that when they get locked up, man. Don't call the police." She's like, "That's all you worried about? You worried about me calling the police because you think you gonna get beat up or whatever in prison?" He like, "No, it ain't just that. Man, I made a mistake, man, and I realized the error of my ways, baby. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. I was messed up, babe." She said, "Listen, I don't want to hear no sorries. You got my 15-year-old pregnant. There ain't nothing you can say." He like, "Baby, listen, I promise to God, man, I put that on everything. I put that on everything. I didn't mean to do that. Oh man, baby, I'm just sorry, man. Could you please I love you. I love you. Can you please forgive me?" She like, "Listen, don't don't listen. Don't call me no more. Matter of fact, later on today, come by and get the rest of your stuff, or it's gonna be out on the street. And I promise, if you contact us again, I'm calling the police." He like, "Man, listen, I'm sorry." And so she hang the phone up, right? So she said about hour go by. Now she done stopped at the grocery store and got her a bottle of Birdie. Y'all know that the wine Verdi. That actually Verdi is kind of good if you have it real cold. Anyway, so she drinking her Verdi, and he done knocked on the door and walked in with his head down, and he looked at her, he said, "Baby, I'm sorry." She said, Don't say nothing to me. Go get your stuff and get out my house." So he said, "All right." So he went upstairs and started packing the stuff up, and he ended up leaving, right? So she said she done drunk about 2 bottles of Verdi, and she just laying there, and she like, "I can't believe this. I cannot believe this man. This man I've been taking care of for all this bum nigga. I done been taking care of this dude. He have the nerve to get my 15-year-old daughter. Oh my goodness." All right, y'all. Now this is where the story is about to take an even more crazy turn, right? Here we go. So he ended up giving her the divorce papers, right? Like literally the next day after he got his stuff. He said, "Listen, I just want to get this. I know I did wrong. I know you want me out your life. I don't want nothing from you. Here go the divorce papers. Boom, bam, bam, boom." Remember, y'all, the daughter birthday is coming up like in about a week or two. Signed the divorce papers, boom, boom. He go turn them in, however that case is, whatever. We gonna fast forward. 2 months after this incident happens, the daughter end up running away. Now the mama already paid to get the abortion done. But here's the thing. The girl started running away. She started rebelling. And I'm gonna save the suspense for y'all. She wasn't running away to go meet up with no boys. She was meeting up with him. Somehow, some way, he done manipulated this girl to think that, they soulmates or whatever the case is, right? It's messed up, right? Now, since they divorced now, he done made it his point to ask her to marry him. Now, I don't know how Michigan law is about. I should have looked this up before I even told the story. But I believe that you have to get consent from your legal guardian if you're 16. I'm not sure. Y'all look it up for me for Michigan law. Let me know if your parent have to consent to you marrying somebody when you're 16. Well, that's what he put out there, because basically the mama ended up catching wind that, she was spotted with him, and she done called him like, "Yo, you need to bring my daughter back," and all this stuff, and I'm going to call the police and this and that. She ended up calling the police eventually, and like, "Yo, my ex-husband, my daughter been running away with him, and I know they been intimate and this and that." And they like, "Well, we really can't prosecute him right now because there's no evidence, and we need her. I mean, we can put out a warrant, but if she don't say that he did." So I don't know the rest of the case, y'all. This story was told to me about 4 months ago. I was just thinking about this story when I was watching Law and Order, and I don't know what happened, but y'all do me a favor in the comment section. For my people that like to do research, let me know in the comment section if you have to get consent from your guardian to marry when you turn 16 in Michigan. Let me know in the comment section.
YouTube is not sending out my notifications. I need for y'all to text this number right here that y'all see on the screen, because I got to send out my own notifications. I went out, y'all, and bought a phone just for y'all, okay? If you want me to promote your business or your social media channel, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, OnlyFans, YouTube, don't matter. Text this number and ask me about my promotion deals, okay? Right now, y'all, I'm doing the special, $50 per video, all right? But that is only good till July. So after July, it's going back to $100 per video, Okay, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the video.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.